if I'm in the B2B space and my target audience is another business, is it smart to be on Facebook? Is that the place where I'm going to get it? Because it seems like professionally, LinkedIn would make more sense, right? Like that sounds like it's probably the place that most people would be if you're in the B2B space. The issue with that is their ad costs are extremely more expensive. The amount of time that people spend on LinkedIn is far less than on Facebook. The average American checks their Facebook 14 times a day. Like, think about that for a second. That's the average American. That's including my grandmother who checks it once a month. Is your audience there? Yeah, they're there. Is LinkedIn better? LinkedIn's different. LinkedIn is a professional network. What you don't get, though, is you don't get the video impact. You don't get the advertising targeting. You don't get the cost advantage that you get with Facebook, and Instagram and these other platforms. Like, sure, try it, sure, do it, but just understand that your ad costs are going to be extremely high in comparison, and then the output isn't necessarily going to be better. We act one way when we think about running our business and our marketing and doing those things, and then we turn around and we go home and we take off our suit. Not today, this is a Star Wars shirt from Disneyland, and then we act completely different. So what's interesting is what your actions are as you're working. Why aren't you running your marketing the same way? That's where people are. That's where you are, right? And so think about this. If you're a business owner, right, which is the target audience that I'm usually communicating with, and you're trying to reach out and you're trying to do business with other businesses, and where do you think those business owners are at 7 p.m.? They're sitting, whether it be on their couch or whatever they're doing, and they're scrolling Facebook. They're doing the same thing you do on your off time. They're doing the same thing you do when you're taking a crap. Right? Like, I mean, as crass as that might be, it's the truth, right? That's where people are. If you think one way at work and then you go home and act another way, start to audit that and pay attention to how am I acting? What do I actually do in my free time, and where do I spend my attention, when it comes to social media? The chances are you are probably closer to your target audience. So maybe you should go do the exact same thing when it comes to actually running ads